Some kings planned their own deaths in the strangest ways. Why? Imagine being a king, ruling over an entire kingdom, with riches, power, and the whole world at your feet. But when it comes to death, many of these kings didn't want to leave it up to fate. They wanted control even over how they died. And their choices, some were truly shocking. Take King Mithridates VI of Pontus. He was so terrified of being poisoned that he took tiny doses of poison every single day for years just to build up immunity. But when his kingdom was falling and he decided to end his own life, the poison didn't work. In a strange twist, Mithridates had to ask a soldier to kill him with a sword. The very plan he spent years building failed him in the end. Then there's Emperor Nero of Rome. He knew the people were turning against him, and he couldn't face the shame of capture. So Nero tried to take his own life by stabbing himself, but even then, he couldn't do it alone. He had to call his loyal servant to help him plunge the knife in. The once powerful emperor, who had ruled the Roman Empire, had to die by someone else's hands. In ancient China, some emperors went even further. They wanted to continue ruling in the afterlife. How? By burying themselves with everything they thought they'd need: food, gold, even servants. Yes, actual living people were buried alive with the emperor, meant to serve him beyond death. Imagine the fear and helplessness of those people, trapped in a dark tomb, left to die. It's chilling to think about, but it shows how deeply these rulers believed in power, even in death. And then there's the case of King Edward II of England. His death was brutal and filled with cruelty. After being overthrown and imprisoned, it's believed he was killed by having a red-hot poker inserted into his body specifically to make sure there were no visible wounds. A death that combined both pain and humiliation, designed to send a message to his enemies. But why were these death rituals so bizarre? The answer is power and fear. For many kings, death wasn't just an end, it was a final performance. They wanted to show control, even in their last moments. They wanted to leave a legacy that would echo through history. Some saw death as a gateway to the afterlife, and they wanted to take their power with them. Others feared betrayal so deeply, they thought they could outsmart it even if that meant controlling the exact way they died. It's a reminder that no matter how rich or powerful you are, death comes for everyone. And sometimes, the way you die can say just as much about your life as the way you lived. If you like this dose of bizarre facts, hit that like button, subscribe, and drop a comment telling me the strangest thing you've ever learned in history. Who knows, it might end up in the next episode.